Maybe, maybe. There it goes.
I
Hey,
don't know. Can you
we've got it.
repeat the question?
Uh,
Yeah.
we've got it. Hey, welcome everybody.
We can.
It's 2 hours UTC, and it's time once again for Astronomy Daily Live. So hope everybody's doing well out there. Everything's good here. Got some high clouds sort of going over right now. Those high, thin, wispy clouds. It's supposed to be clear. There's a little bit of action going on in Mexico, and this is just sort of the northern edge of that, and those clouds are just sort of shooting by. It's possible that it's going to clear up. It's possible. I need to look at the satellite view again to find out exactly, but yeah, I'm a little tired. But before we get into all of that, I'm going to look at the chat really quick. I noticed that Carolina Sky Astronomy was in there. Hey, nice to see you. Nice to see you. Nice to hear you. I'm going to show uh, everyone here what Jim sent me. We're not going to be able to hear it, but I'll be able to show it to you. So stay tuned for that. So in the meantime, on the panel is not Atta. She is out under the sky. I guess it was a clear sky, and she sent a message over on the Discord server. There's a link to that down below. So join, please, if you wish. So she has some clear skies. So she is doing what all new astronomers should do, and that is get out there. Forget about this dumb live stream, right? Forget about it. Go. So that's exactly what she's doing. But here for sure is Bobby. Hey, what's going on?
Whoa, the same-o.
Well, I've had a little bit of excitement. Yesterday I had to cancel at the last minute because things just got in the way, and then I had to get up a little bit early this morning. Well, yeah, it's not as if I get up
And your
early.
and your and your nightbot's a little bit messed up again.
Nightbot is messed up.
Yep.
Well, I'm not surprised. Not surprised.
Hey,
Oh,
where's the hey, hello Jim, hello Chuck, welcome.
hey there, Chuck. Nice to see you in the chat as well. All right. Yeah. Well, sometimes Nightbot is, busy doing other things, and so maybe it takes a little while for that to come back. Um, that's entirely true, or possible at least. Carolina skies. So yeah. So had to get going a little bit early this morning. Can you turn that down a little bit, Bobby? It's hard to. I'm getting a lot of short. Or is that shortwave? What are you listening to? I don't mean to
Okay, this is the
pry, but
WBCQ testing on 9330.
oh, okay,
It's
cool.
going to have, now here's the caveat. On July 8th, the transmitter in the station is going to be like going to like some type of like a church called World's Last Chance. However, most people
Wow,
that
that's a great name.
yeah, but they're promoting now. I heard from certain amount of people that World's Last Chance is well known to promote flat Earth theory.
Okay,
So,
that's all
so
right.
I is it should it be a good listen? I don't know. You be the judge.
Yeah.
9330.
Well, I think that everything should be on the table, and if you choose not to, you know, pick from that plate, don't do it. Easy as that. Easy as that. Just if you don't agree with things, don't pay so much attention to.
And World Last Chance does still have a YouTube channel. I never visited or look at the content, so
I just
I can't verify.
I just love that name. You know, I'm not being condescending or anything. I just think that's an extremely clever name for some kind of religious channel, right?
Yeah.
World's Last Chance. I love it. Wow.
Yeah, and don't forget there is like one that should not be mentioned, but should have been off the air for good, which is Brother Stare. And then there's Supreme Master, which is a universal non-denom. You can be Christian, you can be Muslim, you can be Buddhist,
Right.
but
Yeah.
that's
I think it's great. I really appreciate our diversity. You don't need to fight over things and all that. It's like,
hey, that's it.
yeah, I think it's great. I mean, you know, Fred Rogers in his neighborhood of make believe, okay, had these characters sort of later on. They were creatures, I guess you'd call them that, from a planet called Purple. It was the planet Purple, and on the planet Purple, there were two kinds of people. There were the Pauls and the Paulines, and everybody was exactly the same. Otherwise, they were perfect copies of one another, and you know, they were just extremely impressed coming to Earth, I guess is Earth, and seeing the diversity. They were totally baffled by it. Absolutely just could not understand it whatsoever, because they were so used to just having the same thing. And that really allowed me as a kid to appreciate diversity, because the alternative, if we all thought the same and looked the same and acted the same, I wouldn't want to be here. That'd be boring. So, I like all the ideas. I don't have to accept all of them, and I don't, and I just ignore them, right? So that's sort of the thing that continues to sort of confuse me about this flat Earth thing. Is how.
And what's also great about it is the planet Purple didn't believe in free choice.
Oh, is that true?
And,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
I don't remember that part.
From what you're saying, okay? This is from what you're saying.
Oh, I see. Right. Yeah. I mean, there is no choice. It's like that's
it's
it.
like when you keep on reading the Bible, and like in like Latter-day Saints scriptures, you begin to know that 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 God had to make a decision. You either want to become the world a free choice world or not a free choice world. God chose the person, which is Jesus Christ, and the one who is Lucifer was cast out with his third.
Well,
And
there is definitely lots of wisdom everywhere, but I'm going to pull this back to astronomical thinking and all of that, because the rest of that. Had a music.
So in summary, we're in a free choice world.
Yeah, and I greatly appreciate that. I want to have as many choices as I possibly can. I think that is great. Anyway, so I had a musical gig this morning early. I played straight. For about 4.5 hours. Straight, no stopping at all.
Oh.
So
is your friend Danny Bennu is going to have a new album or not yet?
Yeah, not yet. He's had to take a little bit of a break from music, and so he is doing that. We talked about this, and for sure we have not stopped at all. We've just sort of postponed. So he's got to go do his thing. He'll be back. Hopefully we're going to start writing some music and stuff. We have lots of ideas. He wants to get into some really interesting things, and I would definitely like to explore those a little bit too. Yeah, it's kind of an interesting thing. He has a lot of contacts, so he knows sound engineers and record producers and I mean all of that. So I basically just have to show up. So it's great. But yeah, he's off doing some personal things, and so the music with him at the moment has stopped. But I continue, and so yeah, I just played through some yoga and some tai chi, and some other little talks and stuff, and just had a blast. Played some, um, learned songs, but 80% of it was just improvisation. I basically say, okay, I'm going to play in this key, and I'm going to play on this scale, and off I go. So yeah, that board right there. So that board delivers. So all right, I need to look at the chat.
Now,
Really quick.
and before you continue, speaking of those of shortwave, I posted 2 images of how good my radio well can decode a radiogram show
Oh,
or
very cool.
radiogram segment.
Cool. Very cool. So the kind of music that I make, um, um, where did you go? Astro Live
Yeah.
channel.
Astro Live Channel,
Yeah,
Page Master, who QSO'd 5 contacts. So 5 contacts is not bad.
that's not bad. That's not bad.
So Page
Anyway,
Master, or was that on HF side or on the BHF UHF side?
I have to find out while he's answering.
Okay. And okay, Jim is making a suggestion, but I don't think you won't be able to do it within the show because it's gonna really like you're putting your potato in a submission maneuver.
oh yeah. No, Jim, I would absolutely love to do that, but I'm not going to now. But I will. That's kind of an interesting date,
Okay.
right?
And okay, 40 meters. That 40 meters is capturing hams on 40 meters has got to be bad to the bone than capturing on the 20.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's all right. Anyway, so yeah, that musical gig went well. I said I wanted to show everybody Jim's sort of rhythm background sound that he sent me. I don't know if everybody knows about this program called Audacity, but it's great. It's great.
Give me and maybe give me that YouTube link. I'll see if I can pull it because what's also good about it, I can do like this. You know what I mean?
I'm not sure what YouTube link you're talking about.
I'm talking about like is it in the video or something or what?
I think yeah, I think the thing that he sent me was the thing that he played with a video. It was probably one of his last ones. That's my guess. So, but yeah,
Yeah, maybe if you can forward me that email, and I'll see what I can do.
okay. I'm not quite sure what you want to do though.
I mean,
You just want to watch it?
I want to watch it, but I want to also want you to. I want everyone to hear it too.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't think that's entirely necessary. Yeah, PageMaster, you're exactly right. I mean, it is. Um, I first found Audacity, wow, a long time ago, long ago, and
Audacity has got to be a great kick-ass
it's
recorder.
it's really nice. You know, for what it is. It's I'm really amazed. Anyway, I I don't know if everybody knows about Audacity or anything, but I'm going to
Uh,
advertise it a little bit here
okay,
anyway.
it's a YouTube video. I'm gonna watch it right now.
Okay. But you got to turn it down, Bobby, because I'm going to be talking here. Otherwise, I'm going to have to mute you.
Dang it!
You will have to listen to that later. Anyway, here's the little wave file that Jim had sent me, and it's just it looks like it's mono here, and yeah, it just this is the entire track. It goes for what, about 5 minutes and 15 seconds. There's a little bit at the end here where it tails off, but yeah, it's really cool. You know, you can sort of zoom in and actually start seeing the waveforms, which is kind of neat. This is sampling. It looks like at 44/100, which is pretty typical. But yeah, and then you can play these things. You can mix, so you can have pretty much as many tracks on here as you want. And then there are actually quite a few effects. Just sort of all the standard ones, and then there's a couple extras here. These filters are really nice. I use those a lot. I use the reverb a lot.
I just use Audacity to record and stuff. I never did
Yeah,
any hacks and stuff like that.
yeah, it's great.
But I heard that I heard the audio hacks. I think if I was up to talk to Sat Rugwich again, I'm going to see like how he is able to enhance the audio so that he can have a good decode if there was like any time there's a bad decode or something,
Right,
like the trigger was missed.
yeah,
Because you got to
yeah.
have a trigger before it can decode.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. So you might want
And that's
to
an
play with that a
image
little bit.
decode, not text based. Text
Right.
based, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. You might try noise reduction. So that's sort of a two-step process. Let's go to this noise at the end here. What you first need to do is give it a sample of the noise. So I would sort of say that this is probably noise. Now, you want this sample to be sort of as large as you can possibly get. This is only a few seconds worth. It's probably good enough. So then, after you've selected your noise sample, you go over to noise reduction and hit get noise profile. And that grabs that sample. Then you can select the whole thing and reduce the noise like you normally would. And you'll see that most of these bumps vanish. bam. There's still a few there. So yeah, really, really nice. The other thing, Bobby, you can try is just doing amplification, right? So select the whole thing or select, a portion, and then amplify. And, again, hats off to Audacity. They're talking about dBs, right? That's the right way to do it. So, everything
Hey.
about this is audio. So, when you're talking audio, you're talking about decibels. So, very, very cool. Anyway, so yeah, I just wanted to show off Jim's track here a little bit, since I really, at least not yet able to play this out. But I've got to unpack all my gear. And then I'm going to mess around with this a little bit, see if I can mix it in a little bit. You know, I'm hearing some kind of organ sound in what Jim sent me. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes. All right, I'm going to come back over here.
Yeah.
Very, very quickly and
Okay.
say cheers. It's now. Now, is this half empty or is this half full?
Yeah.
I don't know, but it's delicious. So cheers. All right, cool. I'm going to check the chat really quick.
Not too much shenanigans. That is some good music with your electric guitar, Jim.
Yeah. I mean, Jim is really, really good. He probably knows that, but yeah, he's
You should try to come
very,
to
very
Louisiana and probably get yourself, maybe if I could talk to the officials at the Shrimp and Petroleum Festival. I know where their office is at. Maybe you would have like a good gig at the music stage for sure.
very cool. Page Master is listening to music from the hearts of space. That's
And is that the new episode that's going to
good.
be this week?
Good choice. I don't know. I need to.
Yeah, you need to check on Twitter because I don't have their Twitter account.
Okay. Yeah, I'll have to. I'll have to find out. They tweeted it out just a little while ago. So I'll have to.
Yeah, I'll
I
check it
would
out.
have.
What's their profile name anyway?
Let me look. Let me look and see if I can find out. I bet you I can. I think it's probably HOS, but let's see.
Dang it.
There it is. Yes, it's
Yes.
Hearts of Space, all spelled out.
Okay, so let's see what we got. So this
So,
week on Hearts of Space is Moon Tribe.
Moon Tribe.
Pretty interesting.
Yeah, I'll probably record it.
Yeah.
Sounds interesting enough.
And that's on now, right?
I think it starts at midnight Pacific time.
Okay, so
So
they'll upload it and have it for a free fall Sunday before they send it out to the subs, right?
I'm not exactly sure what the process is. The only thing that I do know for sure is that it is free on Sundays. So
Yeah.
and I've observed that it seems to be free
I'm gonna
from
check
about.
the app right now. I'm gonna check the app right now.
All right. Anyway, I don't think I recognize any of those names.
Okay.
So I'm kind of
And
curious.
yes, it is available now.
Good. Yeah, I don't think I recognize any of those names, so I'm extremely curious. Excuse me. To hear these,
I
because I'm not.
agree with a musical gig at Louisiana, sir. If you can check the chat.
There you go. There you go, Jim. You got it. Chuck, send me an email, cosmiclettuce@gmail.com. I am looking for collaborations with music.
Okay.
So
I
send me an
never
email.
heard of musical star streams. What is that?
Musical star streams. I have never ever heard of musical star streams.
If you could
So
direct me to musical star streams, Space Master, that'd be great.
yeah, well, it's easy enough just to Google it, right? Oh, musical star streams. Did that? No, that didn't. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm. It's just starstreams.com, and I mean, from here you've got to dive in a little bit more, but it looks like there's a listen now and all of that. Very cool. I'm.
I I listened to a couple of them on TuneIn. It's called Steel Stream and Ambient Sleeping Pill.
Well, oftentimes ambient is, and that's well, that is supposed to be one of the nice things about it. Is that it's
And that's not
you know.
including Soma FM's Drone Zone.
Hmm. All right. Well, cool. So, all right.
Uh,
Well, enough of all that. Um,
let's not put a rewind, Jenkins, shall we? Because that's
yeah,
when everybody dies.
yeah. If anybody ever wants to do any kind of musical stuff, hit me up. I think doing this remotely, I think is interesting, and it's not that it's never been done before. Um, and
Yeah.
yeah, I like all that stuff. There's another one too, a site called I think it's called Ambient Online, and I think it's
Okay. It
ambientonline.com.
looks like it's free on Star Streams too. I might want to take a look at that. I might want to give it a good listen.
Cool. Page Master, your scope is coming in the coming week. Holy moly! Wow.
And I got some comments about me using my Ready Wow.
Okay. All right. Well,
Uh,
cool. What I thought that I would do for the remaining amount of time is let's go back over to the asteroid Bennu and actually try to get through one of the images. Now, I actually watched a video that was made by the CosmoQuest folks, um, showing them identifying stuff. So now, I don't have to overthink this anymore. It's just like right there. So what I suggest we do for sort of the rest of the time is make a tiny contribution to the effort, and let's identify some rocks and some other things on the asteroid Bennu. So this is
what about that?
asteroid.
Do we have any updates on the Japanese spacecraft that's supposed to be on another asteroid as well?
Yeah, I'm going to look into that a little bit because I have been hearing some really cool news, but I haven't really been talking about it much. So yeah, let me let me catch up on that. And if you want to all of you do that, and we can find out what's going on there. I know that they were I think the last thing I heard, which was probably yesterday, was that they were in the process of sort of looking for a second landing site, a second touchdown site. But I don't think that anything had been decided yet. So that's sort of the latest thing that I know. So Chuck got some nice shots of the asteroid. Oh wow! I need to probably what I should do is
Page Master is
look at those for sure.
space is Starstream is supposed to be exclusively free, or you gotta pay for it like Hearts of Space?
Yeah, well, easy enough to find out at some point. Anyway, so yeah, that's sort of what I suggest that we do here is look at a part of the asteroid Bennu, which, I mean, almost I can say this with pretty good assurance. This will be the first time that anyone has ever looked at this. It's going to be us. So yeah, I think I can be pretty sure in that. So these images are coming down. They're preparing them in
And Chuck
some
Naggles
way.
a cheater. He used Slew.
That's all right. That's all right.
Hey,
Slew had.
sometimes I cheat too. I go on Kiwis or an online feed.
Yeah, Slew is an interesting, very interesting thing. I haven't heard too many good things about the quality of the data in terms of scientific level stuff. But in terms of images and um, um, sort of the quality of the photography, it's I think it's really, really great. I think it's awesome what they're doing. We're getting a lot of people really, really, really interested in this stuff, and I think that's a good thing. That's one of the things that astronomy does is it expands your mind. You have to think about big, big, big things, and I think that's good for us. I like it. Anyway, so let's look at some small rocks. Just what you wanted to do. You come into this live stream, you think that you're going to be talking astronomy. Nah, you're going to be talking about rocks on an asteroid. It's come down to this. I'm so sorry, but we must do it. We're looking at rocks. This is probably going to be the most exciting live stream that has ever happened. So, okay, cool. PageMaster is providing us with a nice link to the
Yeah, I think
Hayabusa 2.
it should have had hit the show button.
Yeah, there we go. There
Uh,
we go.
yeah, there we go.
Okay, cool. I'm going to launch this application. I'm already logged in, as you can see. So I encourage everybody, to get over here. And you kind of know my uh, uh, gripes about citizen science. I just don't like that term all that much. But that doesn't mean that this is sort
Or
of
that's
worthless
old.
effort or dumb or anything.
That's old news.
But here's what the situation is. They have 2,739 images to go through, and every image has to be viewed 15 times. So I'm going to take my handy dandy calculator and multiply 2,739 times 15. That's 41,085 views that have to happen. That's a lot of views. So yeah, this I think is fun and cool. And so if you can, get into this a little bit. Now that I understand what they are going for, let's try to do one in the next half hour or so. Let's try to
There
do the
we go.
whole thing. So here we go. The only, I'm not going to lean on this or anything, but it would be nice if there was a zoom in function here. But besides that, I think I've got it covered.
You
So
got it. You got
yeah,
it good.
I watched their video, and from what I saw on the video, anything, and I think this was sort of mentioned before, anything that is that small blue dot size or smaller, that that is a rock. That's what they're calling a rock. I'm going to try to erase this. There we go. These larger things, mostly everything here, is what they're calling a boulder. So let's start. So what you have to do is you have to find the longest dimension of these boulders and draw a line between those 2 points. So here's one right in the middle. You see how this is sort of the longest part here? Well, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to draw a green line like that. And that's what I'm going to do for all of these. So this is where the the Tom Sawyering comes in, because it's like, look how cool it is to be drawing lines on an asteroid. And
Who's better, Tom Sawyer or Huckleberry Finn?
Oh, I don't know. That's a toss-up. Anyway, so let's just go into here. So yeah, these are images from the OSIRIS-REx spacecraft, which is there right now. And the interesting thing about this is that you don't really have to be incredibly exact. You decide on your own how this is going to go down. The fact that 15 or the 14 other people are going to be looking at the exact same thing and doing it their way,
yeah.
Provides a statistical thing there, which can be very, very strong. So, and I guess they.
And it's just like we have a program called Family Search. You don't have to be a good indexer. Just see what you see, and just let it be.
That's it. And that's all these folks want, is just do your best. Don't like just completely randomly do it.
Don't go too cocky.
Yeah, well, this is sort of a commitment. You are collecting data.
That's it.
And so what I talk about here all the time is that the quality of your output data depends on the quality of the input data. And it's the garbage in, garbage out rule. And so I'm trying to do my best.
It's like putting in the lime and the coconut. You drink a bun up, you put the lime and the coconut.
Yeah. And it doesn't have to be perfect or anything. It just has to be your thing. So I'm not spending a huge amount of time trying to figure this out. This one on the edge here is sort of a problem. I can zoom in a little bit here, because I think it sort of extends way off the edge. So I don't really like the idea of marking that one.
Yeah.
I'm just not gonna. So we'll keep going here. There's a lot of what they're calling boulders. These are pretty. I wouldn't call these boulders. This seems to be, to me, more like gravel. But
But it wants craters, rocks, and boulders.
yeah, they are looking for any of those. Now, see, there are some smaller things down here, which I would, which I'm now going to be calling uh, rocks, right? So that, yeah, that's probably a rock. If it's about the size of the dot, I don't know who told me that last time, but if it's about the size of the dot, then I'm going to call it a rock as opposed to a boulder. Here's a shiny rock up there. Here's a little one, but it's the smaller ones, right? All the smaller ones. Well, okay, that one, this one, maybe that one. I don't know. These, yeah, that one's getting a little long. So let's call that a boulder. So yeah, it's just, it's tedious work that well, apparently must be done. And they don't have a lot of time. They've only got until July 10th to, I guess, do as much as they possibly can. So yeah, they only have a couple more weeks, and they're what, I think they're more than halfway, but they're really going to have to push the pedal to the metal here, and that's sort of why I thought that we could do this. Um, it's a slow, tedious process, as you can see, but it's really, really cool because look, we're looking at the surface of an asteroid that nobody's ever seen before.
Bird alert! Bird alert!
Uh-oh.
Hey there, Mr. Ert. What's going on?
Hey, what's up? What are we looking
Well,
at now?
we are looking at the surface of the asteroid Bennu. And this is data that has come down. It's really, really, really new. And I was just commenting on the fact that it's likely, pretty likely, that this is the first time that anyone has ever looked at this, ever.
Okay.
And we are marking it up.
Yeah.
So we're identifying rocks and boulders and craters. There's no craters here, but there are boulders, which are these big things, and a lot of them are marked here. See, I can hide them or show them.
Yeah.
And there's some rocks.
Yeah, you had that contest a little bit ago, didn't you?
What's that?
Was there a contest on how to find how many rocks or boulders?
Well, it's not really a contest. This is they are trying to find a location to collect a sample, and so they, the OSIRIS-REx team has to map the entire surface. They have to look everywhere, and I don't know if this was planned, but somewhere along the lines they realized that, oh gee whiz, there's a lot more data here than what we anticipated. So they have reached out to the Planetary Science Institute in Tucson, which is just next to me here, and Pamela Gay, who is now employed there, and they.
So you got a Twitch streamer and an ambient music artist in Tucson, right?
Say that again. I didn't quite understand.
So you got a Twitch streamer and a ambient music artist at Tucson, right?
Oh, I don't know. Do we? I'm not sure. Anyway,
Yeah. I
I'm
I
trying.
know the ambient music artist, which is Steve Roach, but I didn't know about Pamela Gay.
Oh, Steve Roach. Yeah. Yes. Steve Roach is definitely living in Tucson. Pamela Gay does not live in Tucson. She,
Oh,
no, she's still in Missouri, but she is employed by PSI, which is in Tucson.
okay. And they got like branches all throughout the U.S.
Well, I think she does work at home.
Okay.
But yeah,
It's the
I mean,
Planetary Science Institute is the home of CosmoQuest.
yes,
Okay.
yes, it is. It's sort of the new home, just sort of recently. Anyway, so the task here,
Okay.
and I encourage everybody to go on here and do this. It is a commitment. You have to, you know, have a little bit of time.
And who's the mastermind for the Planetary Science Institute in CosmoQuest X?
Well, I don't know about masterminds. The director of PSI is a fellow called named Mark Sykes. Um, but
Oh, okay.
PSI is a pretty large organization. It's got a lot of well, planetary scientists. Surprise, surprise. Um, but they do a lot of things there. So the idea here, Ron, is that what I'm doing is I'm sort of looking at these boulders and I'm deciding what the longest axis is on all of these.
Mhm.
So this is a good example, right? This from like here to here is the longest distance, right? So that's sort of what I did there. So that's what you have to do with the boulders. And then the rocks are basically anything that is smaller than this blue dot. And you just sort of go through here and mark them with a whoop. Uh-oh.
Oh, what the hell did you just did?
don't, don't.
You blew up the asteroid now.
That doesn't look right. There we go. Okay. I'm going to erase
There we
that.
go.
A little bit of a glitch there. That's kind of funny. I'm going to try that again. Oh, look at that. It did it again.
I could see them waking up in the morning and seeing their asteroid gone.
Well, they've got a bug, and what I'm going to do is I will copy this portion of the live stream and send it to them because I think I understand exactly what the bug is. If you put a blue dot too close to one of these, I think it probably confuses it. Watch. Oh, no, it's not doing it there. Oh, there we go. I got it again.
Yep. There.
So,
Hey, at least it has an editing tool.
I found a bug.
But is it an editing tool that you do to need? The answer is probably is no.
I found a bug though. That's kind of cool. Anyway, so you go through here and you find all the.
Well, that is part of discovery, though, to find the mistakes or
yes,
that we might have.
Well, see, the interesting thing about this project is that this image is actually going to be viewed by up to 15 people. So, 15 different people are going to do exactly what I'm doing now on this image.
So you got you, and then there's that 15 people are going to be arbitrating the content, right?
Yeah, what they'll do in the software is they will look at all of our marks and they'll run some kind of statistical thing on them, and see, what it looks like that way. I'm extremely interested in seeing the results of that. I think that is going to be as extraordinary as this is.
Yeah.
So I'm just marking some rocks
I like
here.
that. Having an indexer doing it and having an arbitrator find out if there's any concerns or something.
Yeah. I mean, if there's any kind of question or anything, you have to still have a human look at it.
Yeah, that's it.
That'll change. That'll change pretty soon. All right, so I'm going to mark some more of these. See if I can. And I'm trying to be.
Humans are a much more better job doing all this than AI.
At the moment, I agree, but that is going to change very, very quickly. We've got to be pretty careful when it comes to AI. It's that's as far as I'm concerned, that's at least as big of a concern as the bomb.
Yeah.
So it's a big deal.
If I was out to have like a company or something, I would think about robotics, okay? But I would never trust AI for what I want and what I need. Robotics, yes, but AI, no.
I think AI could be an interesting tool, and I don't think that there's anything that's going to stop it. But yeah, that's playing with fire. Definitely playing with fire. Be careful. Be careful.
Yep.
I long ago, actually, probably like 20 years ago or so, I started writing some
And there's
code.
always be something wrong with the YouTube chat on my app and stuff.
Oh yeah.
I have a problem Chromecasting the content from YouTube to my Chromecast on my Roku.
Mm.
All right. Well, rocks and boulders and boulders and rocks, and we're gonna get through this one for sure, and we're gonna try to be pretty thorough if I can. But yeah, I greatly encourage everybody to go and do one of these. You have to log in. You have to have a login thing. But then this thing just pops up, and you start marking it up. And I think everybody might be able to do one. I think the the only other thing that I would like to have on this is like a pause. So I wouldn't necessarily have
A
to
pause and assume.
Yeah. So I wouldn't necessarily have to sit here, for however long it takes. I could
And
sort of
that's what we got when we're doing our family search indexing, a pause and assume.
yeah. Anyway, but that's just sort of me thinking out loud and griping out loud here a little bit. Let's see. Oh, there's quite a few up here. I don't know. How does that look? Does it look like I'm doing a pretty good job? I don't know. I'm trying to get this big one here. Maybe try this one. Whoop. There's this one. It's almost like the it's like a reverse puzzle. It's trying to find the pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of interesting. I think it's very, very cool that we are looking at an asteroid. I'm not quite sure how big all these things are. We really don't have a sense of scale here at all, which is another thing that I don't know if they intentionally left that off of here, because maybe that would be distracting. I don't know. But I would like to know what the scale is here. Are these, I mean, is this big one, is that as big as my fist? Or is it as big as a house?
I don't know. Big as
Yeah,
a
I don't
house.
know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. And there's no way to know from just this image, I don't think. Oh, there's a whole bunch of little boulders down here. So just mark all these things up. And the neat thing is that I'm not being incredibly precise, because I'm sort of relying on the 14 others that are going to look at this to
Wait a minute, is it 14 or 15?
well, there are 15 total, so there are 14 others, right? And me. 14 and me. Okay, I guess I don't know if that's a separate rock down there or if it's sort of a piece of that. It's hard to tell. You can tell where the sun is. It looks like it's almost straight up there. See how the shadows are pretty short and towards the bottom. So the sun is towards the top and pretty high. Maybe, I mean, definitely at least 45 degrees. I'm looking at the length of the shadow here, and it's about as high as this is. So that's about a 45-degree angle. It's my moderately educated guess. Let's see. Oh, I'm missing some here. Got to do that one. Got to do that one. Do that one. Let's see if there are any out there that are like just obviously I'm not seeing, like this one. Yeah, this is kind of neat. I'm not quite sure what's going on there. Kind of at least the lit part looks like a V. Oh, let's see. We've got all these. Now, is this? I think this is part of this big one. This thing, though, what the heck? I don't know what's going on with that. We'll just do that. We'll go up here. Do that. Is this one, or is this part of this whole thing? I don't know. Let's mark it anyway. Go up here. There's this one. It's little. There's that one. All these down here. How's the chat? How are we doing in the chat? Any good shenanigans that I should get in on?
Yeah, like I said, now, you said that you don't need any more members of the wrench team, but I had to refresh the chat and found out that there was a message that it was under review. Now I approved it, okay? So you think so he can go back if he wants,
Right?
but I think even though you will say no, but I think of like anybody that's pretty much here should be wrenched.
All right. Well, if anybody wants a job, I'm hiring.
So if you all want to be moderators, let your voice be heard to be so right now or forever hold your peace.
The first voice I hear will be it, and if you're smart, you will not volunteer because it's a job. I mean, who wants a job? I don't know. There are absolutely no privileges as far as I'm concerned if you have a wrench. I think it's a burden.
Uh,
But if anybody
okay, so Uncle Bill
wants to
wants
mod,
to nominate Jim.
there's nominations. That's great. Uncle Bill. Just, he just pops up out of the ground, does his ninja thing, and then just pops back into the ground. Okay, I don't think I see any more boulders. Maybe this thing. Am I missing any obvious ones anywhere? I mean, these are sort of on the edge, so I don't really feel as though I can mark these. This one is off the edge. This one is off the edge. I can't do anything with that.
Okay. And I
That
kind of
thing
like a
is
bit agree with Jules. If you want to be a moderator, you got to know us before we say yes. If we don't know you, the answer is no.
Oh, well, true. Yeah, of course. Because, I mean, I'm hiring, right? So, I mean, I've got to evaluate. So, yeah, absolutely. All right. There might be some more rocks. Right? Here's maybe one there, one here. See, it's really hard. Let's do a couple though. And there. And here. There. Okay. Boulders. There were a few more boulders over here that I could get. That one. That one. All right. What do you think? I mean,
Well, you're not going to have any craters, that's for sure.
definitely no craters. Definitely no craters. Here's another one. Maybe here's another one. Like that. There's a little one here.
And if Ron is still watching, Mark Antonio is on.
Oh, cool. Looking at the sky. Okay. I can't really. I don't think I see. Well, the more I look, the more I see. That's how those kinds of things go. Oh, here's these. That one. Oh, here's a long one. What do you think? Should we? I'm looking at the time, and this looks pretty complete. This thing is not. Oh, okay, there it goes. I think that's pretty complete. Can't really tell if this is a rock or not, or a boulder or not. Let's mark it anyway, I guess. So any more rocks, like little things like that. I don't know. Is it going to let me? Yeah. Go over here. Do that one. I don't know. Seems to be a lot of gravelly things right along here. Do you see that? Sort of a little bit extra gravel here too. Pretty cool though. Pretty amazing what we're seeing. It's absolutely astonishing what is being done. Yeah, okay. Oh, there's another one of those. Oh, there's another one. Things are everywhere. Okay. Well, you know what? Let's go with that. Okay. I'm going to hit image done. Hit it. Yay.
There we go.
So then it just moves to the next image, and you can spend the next hour doing that. But I think it's time to get on out of here for today. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I've got a little bit of this left. I'm going to look at the chat really quick. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. See, there were no volunteers. I don't blame you one bit.
Even though there's a nomination proposal.
I've got a pretty smart group here. You see, they know a bad deal when they see it.
And you just making it look bad and stuff. I say if you, hey, let me tell you something. Being a member of the Brood Winch crew, you just don't get a hammer. You get yourself a gun. Like Tim Robinson would say, pew, 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 pew. and we could use a lot of help for sure. Okay?
Well, like I said, I think this channel is so tiny. It's so insignificantly that I think we're still good. I think we're still good. All right. I'm going to get out of here for now. So peace, cheers, and all that.
And don't forget World's Last Chance, 9330 on July 8th.
There you go. World's Last Chance. All right. Live long and prosper. I will see you all again in a little less than one Earth spin. We'll be back. We'll be doing more astronomy and who knows what else. All right, everybody. Take care. See you tomorrow, 2 hours UTC. All right. See you then. Bye.